Today is my first day of classes, and I honestly have a really busy Monday today. I'm going to be on campus from 11 to about 6, which kind of stinks, but I think it'll go by pretty quickly. For the first couple of hours of that day, I have my optics lecture, then I have an hour lunch break, and then I have like an hour and a half optics lab, and then a 2-hour clinical lecture after that lab. So it's going to be jam packed, but I'm excited to start a new semester and really start learning some really clinical application stuff. I feel like finally in my schooling, everything's coming together to show how it actually is able to treat a patient. And I'm really excited to be able to learn that this semester. So I thought, why not take you through kind of what my first week of classes looks like, what I'm learning, what I'm doing, and how I'm just kind of hitting the ground running this first week of classes. But it is now about 9 a.m. and I went to the gym this morning, got ready, had breakfast, and now I'm about to start some schoolwork for the day, as well as just some other little home tasks and chores that I didn't get a chance to do yesterday. Honestly, even though yesterday was break, like my last day of break, I was so stinking busy like all day long. So like I said, this morning I am just going to go ahead and do a little prep work and get prepared for my optics lab that I have this afternoon. I am about to leave to head off to class, and I'm going to go ahead and pack my lunch for the day. And I wanted to show you all everything I'm bringing with me for 7 hours on campus. Now, I am a big snacker, so I have quite a few snacks with me. I also feel like I never know what I want or how hungry I'm going to be or anything like that. So I always bring a ton of different varieties with me. But for lunch, we have some canned peaches. This is leftover from dinner the past couple of nights. In here, I have kind of like a burrito bowl type situation. Let's see if I can show you it here. Yum. But what we have in here is just some steak, Spanish rice, cheddar cheese, and bell peppers and onions. So we had fajitas the past couple of nights, and I'm just kind of taking it as like a fajita bowl for lunch today. And then I also have some salsa that I'm going to eat with that. And then for snacks, we have the Annie's cheddar bunny grahams. Love those. Some like organic coconut roller thingies. They're kind of like a sweet treat. And then I also have my favorite yogurt in the whole entire world, which is the Okios Triple Zero, and cherry is the best flavor. And then I also have a caramel popcorn Misfits bar. And then last but not least, I have a grass-fed beef stick from Costco. And these beef sticks are my new favorite ones. I like them more than Chomps, and I like them more than the ones you can get at Aldi's. They just like don't leave that weird aftertaste. And then finally, my fun drink for the day is just going to be this cranberry punch Spindrift sparkling water. I have that lecture from like 4 to 6, and I just know I'm gonna need a pick me up because 4 to 6 is like the worst part of the day for me. I have no motivation whatsoever. And so I know it's gonna be really hard to sit through lecture during that time period. So the Spindrift is gonna get me through that. But that is all I am bringing with me to school today, and I am about to head out, and I will see you there.
Never been sure where
Just to give a quick update, it is now 2:20 and I had lecture this morning. I had lunch. I went and picked up my parking permit and just kind of studied and did a couple other little work things that I had to do. And now I have lab at 2:30, and that is my optics lab, and that'll take me till about 3:50. That's correct. So it's about an hour and a half long, and then I have lecture until 6. Hello, everyone. I am back. I just got home. It is 6:02 p.m. And oh my goodness, what a long day today was. It honestly, though, went by really fast. Like, I do not feel like I was at school for 7 hours today. It flew. And I'm hoping every Monday is like that. I don't think it will be, but at least this was a strong start. I'm pretty tired right now, but not too bad. So I'm really happy about that because I was worried that I was just going to come home like absolutely exhausted. I feel like sometimes when I have really long days at school, I come home and I'm just wiped out and feel like I just can't do anything at all. And that is not how I'm feeling today. So I'm very thankful for that. Today was really fun. It was really nice to get to see all my friends again because I haven't seen them in like 3 weeks. One of my lectures, this last one I had from 4 to 6, was really interesting because we kind of started talking about our competency and just went all over that. And that is really my focus for the next 3 weeks. For you who don't know, competency is kind of like our all encompassing, like, final skills test we have to pass to be able to go and see patients on the clinic floor starting in May. So they test us on all of the skills that we have learned this far in optometry school just to make sure that we have a basic understanding of everything and they feel comfortable with sending us to see and start working with real patients in May. And it's just so crazy that I already know everything I need to know to pass competency and to start seeing patients. This past like year and a half has honestly flown by so fast, and competency is just something that I feel like everyone always talks about and then all of a sudden it's here. So that's really crazy but also really exciting, and that's really just my hyper fixation for the next 3 weeks. I don't have any quizzes or exams or anything until after competency, so that is all that I will be practicing and preparing for. The rest of the night, I am going to just chill out. I think film little unboxing video and then make dinner. We are having turkey tacos tonight. And then we'll just kind of see what time I'm done with dinner and everything. I have some reading that I'd like to get done. So ideally, I'll get doing my reading for contact lenses as well as a little bit more optics to do. But if I don't get to it tonight, that's okay. But I'm definitely going to take the next hour and a half to not worry about school at all. That is a tip that I have to help prevent yourself from burning out is if you've had these really long stretches of classes or studying and whatnot, take a long break. Even though I know I have other things I need to do, I know it's going to be okay if I don't do that reading today, and it's going to benefit me in the long run to take my mind off of school for a little bit and do some other things that I enjoy doing. But that is going to wrap up my first day of the spring semester for my second year of optometry school, and I will see you all tomorrow on Tuesday. Hello, everyone. It is Tuesday, January 13th. It is about 10 a.m. right now. I just got home from the gym. I had class this morning at 8 a.m. I had ocular disease, and then I headed straight to the gym to do my first workout of the day, which was my upper body workout. And that was my second upper body workout of the week. And then this afternoon, probably around 2 or 3-ish, I'm going to go on like a 4-ish mile run. But I have lab at 11:30 today, so I still have a whole hour here at home, which is really nice. And my plan is to do some readings that I need to do and hopefully get that all wrapped up so that this afternoon I can focus on just like editing and getting all my YouTube and TikTok stuff put together. But for my kind of study snack, I am going to make a post-workout shake. So I'm just going to do some Clean Simple Eats vanilla protein powder, some Fairlife milk, and then some frozen cherries, and make like a cherry vanilla protein shake frappuccino type thing because I like to put ice in there too to make the texture a little bit better. I don't know what it is, but there's something about adding ice to making it more like a frappuccino type style, even though it doesn't have any coffee in it, that I just like more than if I just blended up the like milk and protein powder. So that is what I'm going to make really quickly, and then I'm going to sit down, do some reading, change into my scrubs, and then head off to my clinical sciences lab. just changed into my scrubs to head to clinical lab. I personally like to wear figs, and this is what I'm wearing today. Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Today is January 14th, and it is currently 9 a.m. I got up at 5:45 this morning, went to the gym. I just walked this morning, and honestly, that felt like so much work. I don't know if you guys have ever had like mornings where you just wake up and you just feel like lethargic and tired, and like even walking feels like the hardest thing in the entire world. So that was me at the gym this morning, but I still got through it, and I'm really proud of myself for doing that because that is done. When you work out in the morning, no one can take that workout away from you. Like, no matter how bad or how crazy your day gets, you have your workout done, and that will never go away. So, that is such a plus of waking up early in the morning to work out. I love it. It is my favorite thing to do. I wish I could do it every single day, but the days that I have 8 a.m. classes, I'm just not willing to wake up at like 5 a.m. for that. I'll do 5:45, but as of right now, not 5 a.m., but maybe one day. And it sounds really daunting to do at first for sure, but the second you start doing it and making it a habit and part of your routine to get up early to work out, it gets easier. Anyways, this morning after the gym, I got ready. I had breakfast. I made like breakfast tacos with some leftover ground turkey, egg whites, and then the siete almond flour tortilla. I forgot how much I love them. Those tortillas are just like my absolute favorite thing in the whole wide world right now. So you should definitely check them out if you haven't. And then also this morning, I needed to make a couple Amazon returns and then also ship something back to my parents. So I went to the UPS store as soon as it opened at like 8 a.m. And then I came back and finished getting ready. And now I just sat down, sent a couple emails, edited a TikTok, and made my to do list for the day. And am just briefly doing a little bit of school. I have about 15 minutes until I need to leave to go to my first class of the day, which is ophthalmic optics. And then after optics, I have my vision therapy lecture. Before I forget, I tried the new Alani Nu Cherry Bomb. This is so good. I feel like some of the Alanis taste a little sweet, even for me. And this tastes like a less sweet version of the cherry slush, and it is absolutely delicious. In fact, I'm really mixed it up, and I added some of this cold foam creamer, vanilla cold foam creamer from Trader Joe's onto the top of it. These two together, trust me, you've got to try it.
Never.
Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. I just got back from class, and I wanted to give you a very quick update of how things are going, what is going on. I really hope you can see me here, but I had class this morning from 9 to about 12:20. I started off with my ocular disease class, and then I went ahead and had my what class of contact lenses. And then I have a contact lens lab at 3:30 today where we are going to talk about how to insert and remove contact lenses. So that'll be really exciting. I wear contact lenses and I have since like 4th or 5th grade. So it'll be fun to get to put some of those skills. Like, I feel like I already have a head start a little bit on contact lens insertion and removal. So I'm excited for that. And we have a like little proficiency quiz thing on how to insert and remove contact lenses next week. So we'll have literally only a week between learning how to insert and remove them and being like tested on it. But he said it's like really low stakes, like just make sure we can put them in safely, not perfectly, but just that we can do it in a safe manner. And so I'm glad that I kind of have a head start on that. But anyways, I have about a little over 2 hours actually here at home right now before I have to leave to go to that lab. And so I have lunch in the oven right now. I just made like a little pepperoni pizza deal on some leftover bagel thins that I had. And then I'm going to sit down and eat that while I probably watch something and just take a break from the day. while that's cooking, I need to do some dishes and just kind of clean up this apartment a little bit. This week has been way busier than I expected. So things in my apartment, I feel like have gotten a little bit out of control. So I'm going to get that back together. And then I need to, let me think, work on my like kind of outline and script and get like my ducks in a row for my big competency. So starting to look over the rubric and like write out my script and outline for competency so that I can start practicing that with my fiance tomorrow. And then with any time left, I need to keep doing some optics reading and then maybe edit a little bit as well. And then I was just thinking about it, but I also have last night we got back at like 8 p.m. from Indianapolis. We just went out to dinner, went shopping at the mall there and stuff, which was really fun. And then tonight I have that event that I was talking about, I think yesterday, with one of the contact lens company is taking us out to dinner, which will be really fun. I think we're going to this place called Smokeworks, and it's like a barbecue restaurant, hence the name Smokeworks. But I went to it last year and it was so delicious. So I'm really, really looking forward to that tonight, and that's at 6:30. So I'll get home from my lab probably at like 5:15, and then I'll change and probably head out to go to that event. So that'll take up most of my night, and then I'll get home and probably go to bed and do my whole day tomorrow. Oh, these got left a little long today. Specifically this one. It's a little crusty, but this is what they look like. Very easy. Here's a question for you all. Comment down below. Do you prefer your bagels like slightly toasted or and like just kind of warm, or like crispy and toasted? Kind of like what I just showed you. I personally am like a lightly toasted. I like to just kind of like warm my bagel up type of girl, but I know some people really like them nice and crispy. So honestly, I hate the really like burnt crispiness. Like this is a little bit too much for me right here. And I would rather eat like a plain, not even. Feels like holy fire. We're close enough to it. 'Cause I don't know where we go when night fades out. If there's voice in the sky or if it's quiet. That I'm a believer if believing means you. 'Cause in your eyes I might find heaven. Yeah, in your eyes. Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. It is now 1 p.m. This morning, I slept in a little bit, got out of bed at like 8 a.m., and then I've just had such a productive morning. I mostly prepared stuff for my competency and just reviewed all of that. I walked on my walking pad, did some notes, did a little bit of laundry, posted a TikTok, had lunch with my fiance, and now I am just going to run through some competency skills with Rudy. And then after that, we're going to go to Target. And then I'm going to do probably about a 45-minute, 5 mile ish progression run on the treadmill. I really wanted to run outside, but it is currently snowing pretty good. So I think I'm just going to have to suck it up and run on the treadmill today, but that's okay. I feel like I'm always complaining about the weather when it comes to running. This summer it was too hot and humid, and now it's too cold. So I guess I don't even know where the perfect running conditions for weather would exist, but I'll live. Last night, I got back from the event at like 9 p.m. That was really, really fun. And then Rudy and I watched Jurassic Park and went to bed a little bit later, which is why I slept in this morning. But honestly, it was so worth it. And I've had just such a good chill day. I don't think I'm going to do any more school today. After this, we'll just kind of see how long it takes us to run errands and go to the gym. And then tonight we are making, well, I say we, Rudy is making like stir fry pork chop dish thing. And then I think we're going to play our new favorite board game, which is brass. It was kind of hard to learn, but once we have figured it out, it's been really, really fun. So that's kind of my plan for the rest of the day, and I'll take you through it.